In recent years, there has been a growing trend towards de-dollarization in various parts of the world, including South America. This trend is largely driven by concerns about the dominance of the US dollar in the global financial system and the potential risks associated with it. Undoubtedly, the US dollar has been the undisputed king of international currencies. However, times are changing. The volatility of the currency has raised several questions about it. The weaponization of the dollar by the United States has also made countries look for other options. This time, Brazil, one of the largest economies in South America, has set the ball of de-dollarization rolling in the region. Hi and welcome to TFI Global Latin America, TFI Global's channel dedicated to the America in the Americas. I am your host, Michael. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. If you're watching us on Facebook, do like, share and follow the page. Let's begin. Why is de-dollarization so important for Brazil? One reason is that the US dollar's dominance in the global financial system gives the US significant power and influence over other countries. For example, the US can use the threat of sanctions to force other countries to comply with its foreign policy goals. This has led many countries, including Brazil, to seek ways to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. Under the Bolsonaro administration, Brazil moved more in alignment with Western powers. It had been hesitant to advocate for a BRICS reserve currency. But now, the new president of Brazil, Lula da Silva, has expressed his distress regarding the dollar's dominance in Brazilian trade, and he has taken the first steps to challenge it. Dilma Rousseff, the ex-president of Brazil, has been selected to be the next leader of the BRICS group's new development bank after Brazil garnered the backing of the other nations in the coalition. The new BRICS Development Bank, based in Shanghai, China, was established by the BRICS countries. It was formed as an alternative to the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. The BRICS Bank is an institution responsible for funding projects in the 5 countries of the BRICS group. This would largely benefit Brazil, which is looking for investments after a decade of slow growth. It would also help de-dollarization among the BRICS nations. Rousseff's appointment is also noteworthy because she was a strong advocate of de-dollarization and pushed for greater financial independence for Brazil and other emerging economies. During her time in office, she sought to strengthen ties with other BRICS countries and also promote the use of alternative currencies in trade and financial transactions. Building on the same foundation, Lula has now proposed that BRICS be used as a way to de-dollarize. He emphasized that BRICS was not created for defense, but as an offensive tool. BRICS countries have already undertaken a project to create a reserve currency to fulfill their economic goals. This currency would be formed from a combination of the Chinese RMB yuan, the Russian ruble, the Indian rupee, the Brazilian real, and the South African rand. The BRICS nations have previously declared their intention to create a shared payment network. The network would decrease their reliance on the Western financial system. Additionally, they have been utilizing local currencies more often in trade. The deputy director of the Russian Foreign Ministry's Foreign Policy Planning Department said, "This is not an easy task. The roadmap for the gradual increase in the share of national currencies in mutual settlements. Therefore, I do not think that this process will be accelerated, but the intention is serious. Rabbit, that is dollar, may be ahead right now, but the slow and steady wins the race." Brazil's efforts may very well resonate in South America. Argentina, the second biggest economy in Brazil, is already looking to become a member of the BRICS group. This will have a domino effect in the region. Last year, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro proposed the promotion of the sucre, a currency used by the ALBA coalition of states. ALBA consists mainly of Bolivia, Cuba and other small nations in the West Indies. Additionally, Colombia's Gustavo Petro is also in favor of integrating Latin America. There are favorable winds across the continent for a common currency. Argentina and Brazil are already planning on introducing a common currency. It will challenge the dominance of the dollar in the continent. The project can position the Latin American region as a significant geopolitical and economic power. It would be able to export a wide range of goods in addition to being self-sustainable. The Argentina-Brazil joint statement highlighted the potential of a shared South American currency to decrease external vulnerability. It referred to the vulnerability which comes with the US dollar. The US has continuously sanctioned countries in the continent which have made it hard for countries to deal with the US dollar in trade. Therefore, Brazil has set the ball of de-dollarization rolling in the continent. This could be a major step forward for the region. It could lead to higher investment, reduced transaction costs, and more economic integration. In turn, this could result in improved economic growth and foreign exchange reserves for the countries involved. The success of the currency, however, will depend on how well it is implemented and how much the participating countries are willing to invest in its success. However, there are also potential challenges associated with de-dollarization in South America. For example, it could be difficult to develop a stable and widely accepted regional currency. Additionally, some countries may be resistant to the idea of giving up the US dollar, which is still widely regarded as a safe and stable currency. Though the trend towards de-dollarization in South America is likely to continue in the coming years, it will be a major blow for the US. The hegemony of the US largely depends on the US dollar. If the dollar is dethroned, it will be a major shift in the 21st century in geopolitics.